Number 1. General equation of a straight line. You know what you mean by straight line? So to have equation of a straight line, if you have your y and s axis, you have your straight line like this, and there is something we call slope. If you want to get slope or gradient, all you have to do is to pick 2 points along that straight line. Let's call this one point 1. Let's call this one point 2. You trace point 1 to your y-axis. You call it y1. Trace this here. You call it s1. Trace this one. You call it y2. Trace this one down. You call it what? s2. So if you want to get your slope or your gradient, slope and gradient are the same, so you use m to represent it. The formula is what? y2 minus y1 all over s1, s2 minus s1. And from this slope now, we get what we call collinear points. Collinear points. We say that 2 or more points are said to be collinear if they lie on the same straight line. How do you know that 2 or more points lie on the same straight line? If they have the same slope. Example. That the points, these 3 points, are collinear. If this also lies on the same line, find the value of x. So very simple. What you do, you go to the first point, you say that your s1 is minus 4, s2 is minus 12.5, then s3 is 0. y1 is minus 12.5, s2 in the second point is 0, y2 is minus 5, s3 in the third point is 4, y3 is 2.5. So what you do now, as you want to draw it, it's like this. Let's say this is point A, this is point B, this is point C. So if you want to get the slope, if for them to be on the same straight line, they must have the same slope. So if you want to get the slope, they must have the same slope. So let's say, as long as the slope of this is m1, this is m2. Even if you take the slope of this and this, let's call it, let's call this bigger one, this bigger one, this bigger one. Let's call it m3. All of them must be equal. So let's get our m1. m1 will be when you consider point 1, 1 and 2. So if you now say y2 minus y1 all over s2 minus s1, what will it give you? It's going to give us minus 5 minus 12.5 all over s2 is what? 0. Then minus 4. So this is going to give us minus 5 plus 12.5 all over 4. Then